Welcome, precious souls. I was called out publicly in one of my comments, and I'm not the type of person to go and delete things that people say and do just because I don't agree with them. That's part of what I've healed in the past. I definitely think every question is legit, and every concern, whether they're truly concerned or just trying to discredit me or whatever the purpose is. It's something that needs to be addressed. And at first I thought, no, I'll just leave it. I left a response, and the question was, it was literally just a few hours after I mentioned on here that I am a certified intuitive energy healer. I am a certified spiritual life coach. Yes, I am. In fact, I didn't mention I'm also for what, almost 15 years now, certified in therapeutic touch. And they said, do you have copies of your credentials, your certificate? And a big part of me, because I spent a huge amount of chunk of my life answering to somebody who was terribly abusive and narcissistic and repeatedly, I spent my life, in fact, lost everything I had, constantly trying to be the puppet on strings uh, to prove my whereabouts while they were cheating and stealing from me and betraying me and lying to me. And anybody who's dealt with a narcissist knows that I was providing time-stamped receipts, getting fuel where I was, timestamp, often with 8 or more cameras on me. I spent my life trying to prove and validate everything that I worked toward. So it's a bit of a sensitive issue. It's not triggering anymore, luckily, but I don't generally go around and spend, or shall I say, waste a lot of my time validating myself. So I don't have these hanging off the wall. In fact, I've got to dig up. I think it's a good point. That's why I didn't take it necessarily as someone, although I'm highly intuitive, but I didn't take it necessarily as somebody trying to discredit me or anything. But anybody who's watched my channels, almost every one of my videos are extremely strong, predominantly about always being authentic. I mean, that is your superpower. And that means even when it's uncomfortable, not just when it's convenient for you, to speak truth. I'm a truth seer. I'm a truth speaker. I am extremely authentic. I don't tell tales. I don't live off of other people's hard work because I've had all that done to me. So I'm always going to speak the truth. And even when it's uncomfortable, and even when the people I'm speaking with might not want to hear it, I'm going to speak the truth. It is my life purpose. I do have a couple of my certificates. I blocked out my last name. But yes. Which one is this? The certified intuitive healer. Yes, I worked my butt off for that. It is legit, internationally accredited by the International Association of Therapists. And yes, I worked my butt off for that one. And you know me, you don't know me as Catherine blank, but you know me as Earth Angel 3811. So I took my little sticky note and blocked it. But there it is. Sorry. Certified spiritual life coach. I've got to dig up my 15-year-old. Whoops. It's legit. My 15-year-old certificate that I worked very hard for before I got involved with a lot of narcissism and lost my way, as that works out. But no, all of my videos, all of my existence is regarding be absolutely authentically yourself. And I mean, through my years, I have been absolutely had my life completely destroyed, erased, deleted, torn down, destroyed by people who were the exact opposite of authenticity. People who made sure that in life they ranked very highly in society. So no one would ever suspect that it was true that I was being abused, that no one would ever expect or believe that someone of this magnitude with government security clearance, like, I mean, that just wasn't the only one. There were many people that hid behind badges of honor or placements. So I spent my life fighting for my life. I spent most of my life in survival mode, okay? The last thing I would ever do, and I can look you in the eye and I'll tell you and I'll tell the world, the last thing I would ever want to do is bring harm to somebody through any manipulative tactics. If I was in this for the money, I would not be charging less than half of, for my readings, less than half of what I paid even 2 years ago when things were cheaper, 3 years ago. I will stand very proud and tall and definitely say that I am one of the most fair people that I've ever met because I always strive to be better. I am the most authentic person I have ever met. Absolutely. I have no reason to lie. I've danced with the devil and I came out the other side and I have healed all my childhood traumas. I have healed all the triggers. I have not just done that. I went down to the root of all evil and I turned it inside out. And I've refrained from getting involved with people to take an easy route my entire life. Unfortunately, that led me also to believing in people that weren't real because a side effect of being someone who is authentic and who loves deeply and who trusts wholeheartedly, it was a difficult lesson for me to learn to trust because the world isn't like that. And it was a very difficult lesson for me. So while I was asked, am I certified or am I just saying I'm certified? And yes, this is going into a thing, but I literally had Lilith energy coming through me, had a little visit with me and said, you need to speak up and you need to say this. I earned my stripes. I more than earned. I earned everything and some. I earned so much and then others capitalized on it. So say for instance, any credentials I have, they're solid. They're more than solid because I don't just take a test either at the end. I study because I don't just want the paper. I don't just want the money. I don't just want the this or that. I want to understand. And my entire life has been about trying to understand so that things can be healed, things can be better. And that's why everybody who walks in this space or meets with me online, I don't want them to leave unless they've got everything that is going to help them as far as guidance. That's why I give general readings for free. Because I never want anybody to be in the same position as me. And even the justice system failed me in my life. I mean, isn't that supposed to be the absolute, wow, everything's incredible, the justice system? I've been failed by the justice system. Even in a narcissistic, very, very horrifically abusive relationship, where I was convinced that, which, by the way, you never ever go to counseling with a narcissist. I didn't realize how manipulative they are. They can manipulate everybody. But anyways, even the counselor betrayed me. The counselor was manipulated because this person was so manipulative to the point where I really did research. I really thought I was getting someone who's going to help couples, right? She even at one point said, I'm attracted to men like blank, blank. Him. Yeah. Betrayed by lawyers. I started to wonder if the whole entire world was one complete lie, and some of it is. And it just forced me into really just not giving a crap, if I can be honest, of how people view me. I just have to be me because I can't be anything else. So when I say that I'm here to help others, when I say anything, it could be taken at face value. And honestly, as per my experience, which is why I can kind of see the point, like, you say that you're this, are you really that? I can understand it too. And that's why I'm on here. Is because, yes, there were many, many certificates on the wall of that counselor. Proofs in the pudding is the term I grew up with. Action speaks volumes. You cannot truly understand a person's character unless you examine their actions. What are they doing? Prove it to me, show it to me. And it's sad, but in this world, in the 3D world, although we're starting to shift and things are a little different, but in this 3D world, you are guilty until proven innocent. And even if you have the biggest heart and the best intent and all you want to do is help, you need all these liability clauses. And it's like, when did the world become so backwards? Where you get called out when you're trying to do the right thing, even at your own sacrifice. It's just something that definitely I could see why Lilith would come through and say, this is something that needs to be spoken about. It's true. It's sad. It's changing. And for me, it starts right here. So I will not be working to prove or validate myself anymore. I did this because Lilith did come through and say this needs to be addressed. But at my age, if someone doesn't want to take my wisdom that I'm sharing, if somebody doesn't want to trust me, then I'm okay with it. I'm going to go to sleep at night. I'm still going to keep going. In fact, I'm going to need more walls because I'm going to continue to learn so long as I'm still breathing. And I'm still breathing despite the best efforts of some people. And yeah, so, I have another one for hypnosis coming soon. I guess I'll have to put that on the wall. But I really do like my little sunshine thing there. But it doesn't matter. Don't trust a piece of paper. It's like marriages. We want to believe that something, because it has something solid, a certificate, an agreement. But those are all just credentials, mean nothing on a piece of paper. You need to get to know the people and follow your intuition. Can this person be trusted? And I did that throughout my life. I had to learn that very strong discernment. So I hope that answered the question. Yes, I do. I am certified. And I also have a certificate somewhere in my therapeutic touch, which honestly, that was so many years ago, but I do have that, and there will be more. In the meanwhile, if you do get called by your spirit team to have a personal reading with me, you can email me, if you'd like, at paintingsbycatherine@gmail.com. You could check out my website, www.earthangel3811.com. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel, earthangel3811. And you can follow my Facebook page, Readings by Catherine. And I'm here for you. Let's start to learn that the whole world is not one big lie. Don't let the people who never wanted to heal wreck it for the people who really are trying to do good in this world. And maybe try to have more faith, guys. Have more faith in each other. Because like a lot of my videos also say, it's not about some competition where we try to wear the competition down so that we shine brighter. It's about aiming and striving to be better and bringing each other up. So I'd like to think that that wasn't a competitive attack. I don't know. I choose to believe that there is good in everybody. But hopefully I answered all the questions. And sending lots of love and light. We've got this, guys. We're in this together, and I'm going to keep doing my readings. I'm going to do another one soon, so okay, take care, guys. Thanks for listening.